Hi everyone, my name's Natalie and here is our first Morrisons shop of the week. I think it could be our last this week. I might go to Tesco, or I don't know if Sainsbury's are doing the offer, but all of the supermarkets are doing like 19p vegetables, and every single one of them in Morrisons was out of stock apart from the parsnips. Also, Tesco have their potatoes, from what I can see, at 19p or 24p. I can't remember. So I think I'm probably going to do a Tesco shop rather than a Morrison shop at the end of the week. But this came to £74 in total. It is just for a couple of days, but I will show you what we got. As always with Morrisons, they had a £10 off, a £60 spend, so I did use that too. They also have like you open an egg a day on the Morrisons More app, and that gave us extra points for shopping, so hopefully that should update to my balance. So we got some of the mousse yogurts, and then there's more tomatoes in the bag, but we've got some tomatoes, some of the gravy, 2 lots of the southern fried chicken things for burgers. We're going to have those in burgers. Some of the size 5 nappies, as we have the rest of them, and then the bottles. I didn't order the Tommy Tippy bottles. I ordered 3 of the nutmeg ones that are in a multi-pack, and for some reason they've sent 2 single ones and then these Tommy Tippy ones, which I'm a bit confused about and wasn't quite expecting. So somehow we ended up with 5 bottles, and some of those being Tommy Tippy. They haven't charged me any extra. I've had a look. It doesn't even say there's a substitution on there, so I'm not sure what happened with that. Then we've got 2 lots of the pizzas. Again, these were supposed to be the ham and cheese ones, and they've just sent the cheese and tomato ones, but it doesn't say there's any substitutions. Like on the receipt, it doesn't show any substitutions at all, which I was quite impressed with. And then obviously it's turned up a little bit different. Got some of the country mix, and then some of the fine green beans. Some of the battered chicken nuggets. I think I just got the 1 pack this time, as I got some bits from Iceland. Some of the carrot cake slices. 3 lots of bread, and then I also picked up 2 Iceland, which I forgot about. So again, we have 5 loaves of bread, but we managed to get through the 6 last week really easily, so I'm sure it will be the same with these ones. Got some of the milk lollies. 2 of the pizzas. It's been a little while, but we got 1 of the Mighty Meaty and then 1 of the pepperoni ones. They're 2 for £5 from the pizza counter. Some of the mature cheddar. Again, we got some at Iceland, so we now have enough cheese, probably until the weekend. Some mince. I already have 1 in the fridge. And then the 1.6 kilogram. That was just under £10 for that, but I'm going to do like a roast dinner, but just use these rather than a whole chicken. So there is enough chicken for everybody. So next up we got some of the Decks of the Dog crisps and cheese and onion crisps. There's the other tomatoes, although I did think that I ordered 4, so I'm not sure what happened there. 2 lots of pasta, because we just go through so many, so I just picked 2 more up. Some sponges, and then 3 lots of the baby wipes. 2 lots of baby potatoes, and then the only reduced vegetables that were available, some parsnips. A 4 kilogram bag of onions, and they're a good size, which is much better than cutting up all the little ones. Some tuna. A bag of apples, the 1.2 kilogram ones. That I can't believe it's not butter, were 2 for £2, I think it was. 6 pints of milk. Then we got 2 lots of the cheese. They're 2 for £2, and we're just going through them so quickly at the moment. The same with the chocolate spread. That and the cheese are like the main things that the children have on their breakfast in the morning. If they're not having cereal, before school. On the weekends they tend to have cooked breakfast, but if not, it's just bagels or cereal or toast. So that goes really quickly, and we have to get it each week. Some jam tarts, as I hadn't done the Iceland shop yet, so I didn't realise they were in the 5 for £5 offer. 2 lots of the normal potatoes. They still don't have the bigger ones available, and they're not on offer like the other supermarkets. And then some bananas too. I do think it's okay for the money. It's just the times that we're in. With the £10 voucher off, it takes it down a little bit, and then some points to come back to. It is only going to last us a couple of days. We're going to have to do a main shop, and I also got a birthday cake. I'll show you that because I had it from Maeve when it came in. But we also got a birthday cake too for Maeve. It's her birthday in a couple of days, so that was another item there. So I think, yeah, for the money, it's quite good. So here is Maeve's birthday cake. I think this was £5.50, and this is just the children's favourite cake. We get it for most of their birthdays and then just personalise it. Like this time we have some animal toppers, like little flag things that go on top, that are going to match the rest of her birthday decor. So this was only £5.50, but I know it will go down a treat with them. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I have an Iceland haul as well. Again, it's just a small one, but I will put that next. Hi everyone, so here is an Iceland haul. I haven't been to Iceland for quite a long time now, and for once I didn't have a cold off, but a couple of you mentioned that they had 10 for £10 or 8 for £10, but when I went on to get those, they only had 8 out of the 23 things in stock. So instead I mainly went for the 5 for £5 offers, and then there's a couple of other ones in there too, which I'll tell you along the way, as it's Maeve's birthday in a couple of days. So I'm just starting to get some of the things for her party food. I think this was £58, maybe £55 in total, but there's quite a lot of goodies there, so I will show you what we got. So we got some of the red cola. We don't often buy the children fizzy pop, but as it is Maeve's birthday, I thought I would pick that up for them. So all of these items that we're about to show you are in the 5 for £5, and I did it quite a few times. So the red cola, and then the apple and the orange juice, they are in the 5 for £5. The tortilla wraps, and then we got 3 lots of the fridge raiders. These cakes were substituted. They were the same cakes but a different flavour, so we got 3 packs of those. They were supposed to be, 2 of the packets were actually supposed to be the crunchy cake bars. Then the hot cross buns, they were in the 5 for £5, and then the Kit Kats too. Got some of the cheese that wasn't obviously in it. It's £3, but I really like the Iceland cheese. The bread, again in the 5 for £5, so we've got 2 lots of those. The squashums, I got 2 lots of those. Then these cakes, so we got the chocolate fudge cake, the chocolate gateau, and then a millionaire's cheesecake. They were 3 for £6, so £2 each. These are the children's favourite sort of cake at the moment, the Nest Quick Milk Snacks. So again, I think they're £1.25 at the shop, but they were in the 5 for £5. So I've got 4 of those. 2 lots of the cheese strings, they were a substitution, but it was meant to be the twisted cheese strings, and they just sent the normal ones, and the children like both of them anyway. That will be for their packed lunches. Some of the jam tarts, 2 lots of the chicken goujons. That will be for Maeve's party food, and that went with these mini savoury eggs, and as you can see they were in the 3 for £5 offer. Then the white rolls, they were in the 5 for £5. We've got some southern fried chicken strips, some hot and spicy ones, and some salt and pepper ones. Again, that's going to be for party food, and that was a 3 for £10 offer. Then 3 lots of the yogurts. They were substitutions, but it was just a different flavour. So it's supposed to be the multi-pack of them, and they sent 3 lots of the strawberry ones. Some eggs, as we were just going through them so quickly at the moment. Some of the water. We don't often buy bottled water, but Neve has been refilling one for school, and she does quite a lot of sports, so I just thought I'd pick those up for her too. Even though it was quite expensive, we obviously got quite a few snacks. The cheese is in there, we got the 3 different cakes and quite a lot of chicken and party items, like party food items. So I do think it's good value for money, especially as when all of these like 5 for £5 items, they are at least 25p more, if not more. I think the fridge raiders are on offer at £1.50 at the moment in Sainsbury's. So it's good for their packed lunches. We've got quite a few packed lunch items, and then quite a lot of her party food as well. I do really like Iceland, but sometimes I find it really hard to do like a proper shop. So when I go through it, quite a lot of the stuff was out of stock, like the easy teas, I think they call it, for the 8 for £10. Quite a lot of those were out of stock, and I can never do a full shop there. I always end up getting like these type of items, which we need anyway. We go through them anyway, and with the car still being off the road, it just makes it easier to get it delivered.